I'm going to call this the reckoning. Because so many Canadians look to the south of what's going on and saying, oh, we're so sanctimonious, we are so good, we are so better than what's going on in the States. And in some ways we are, but in other ways we aren't. So first of all, Trump, he's making big changes. US aid, started by JFK, had a great purpose, and now, when you look at what it's been doing around the world and the waste of billions of dollars of taxpayers' money, he is saying, I'm going to clean this up. Democrats are running around saying, you can't do that, you can't do that. Unfortunately, some good projects are going to be hurt by this. But the waste of billions and billions and billions of dollars, taxpayers' dollars, workers' money, it has to be changed, it has to be fixed up, and we have to do the same in Canada. And they look at the States and they say, well, you know what? Those Democrats, they are right. Those Democrats made lots of errors too. And you look at Biden, pardoning his son, who by all accounts made tens of millions of dollars illegally, was heading for the slammer and pardoned. That's not good government. People look at Trump and they say, well, he's a dastardly guy. He may very well be. But look at our own Trudeau. Blackface with the reporter. Oh, we thought things were different. And there are many untold stories about our Prime Minister which would make your hair curl. Our press just doesn't deal with it like they do in the States. So we shouldn't be so sanctimonious at looking at the States and saying we're so much better. This government, this Trudeau government, spent over $300 million putting a plant into the riding of the Minister of Public Works in Quebec City. It was sole sourced, over $300 million, as I said, nothing was produced. Now the mainstream news, they aren't going to go and say anything about it, but that is over $300 million of taxpayers' money. So, you know what, we've got to be a little bit more understanding, if you will. The United States is a huge country, huge government. Trump is changing things. I'm not saying Trump is perfect, and there are going to be a lot of casualties along the wayside, but he's making things happen. And in Canada, we need to make things happen too. Whether it's a new Liberal leader who has changed his or her spots and says, oh, we don't like the last 9 years, we're going to change our mind now, or a Conservative government who is saying we've got to go in and make changes to it. There's no question in anybody's mind that Trump is making changes. The American people wanted them. Canada would do very, very well by electing a government, whenever we get a general election, electing a government which is saying change, because we can't survive the way we have been the last 9 years. 3 minutes. To those of you who have subscribed and donated, a heartfelt thank you. You're keeping us on the air. If you're watching and you haven't, please try to do so, because 4 years ago we started this show because there needed to be independent analysis. Now more than ever, with the Online Harms Act, once that gets into law, it's been passed once by the House, there are going to be hundreds of bureaucrats censoring the news in Canada, censoring this show. We need to keep it on the air. Thanks for your support.